Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of The Sauce. I'm recording this right as the Knicks are about to tip off, so I'm going to hold it and I'll upload it after the second game. By then, hopefully I have some positive results to report. Just one game on the slate for Wednesday. It's game 2, Philly versus Boston. Let's go. Update. Unfortunately, it looks like we're going red. We started off 3-0 too. I swept the Knicks Heat game 3-0, but it looks like I might go 0-4. I was going to wait till the end of the Lakers game, but I mean, unless Golden State comes back and covers -4.5, it's going to be in the red tonight. It's going to be a 3-4 night. Here's what we're looking at right now. Not looking good. Unless Klay Thompson goes scoreless in the fourth quarter. We'll see. But yeah, looking like 3 or 4 night. Let's move on to tonight.
Welcome to The Sauce. The Sauce. Sauce. Hey, get the sauce.
All right, like I said, it's the only game on the slate. Philly at Boston, game 2. Philadelphia obviously leads the series 1-0. Total for this game opens up at 215. Line opens up Boston -8.5. Public is definitely on Philly here, but the early sharp money was in on Boston, so this line actually moved up to 9.5, then up to 10. But when the line hits 10, there's some sharp money that comes in on Philly and evens it out to closer to 50-50. As I'm recording this, we're still looking at Boston -10. I'm going to ask the same question for this game that I asked for the Denver-Phoenix game 2. We took Philly plus 9.5 in game 1. We took Maxi's over points and we took the over. We went 2-1. We made money. Did we see enough in game 1 to warrant changing our position? Why don't we play the regression game here? We'll start with shooting. Actually, Boston outshot the Sixers. Boston actually shot 58.7% from the floor. Now, Philly shot well from the floor also. And actually, the Sixers outshot Boston from 3 as well. Not only did Philly take more threes, but they hit them at a higher rate. Definitely some regression. I expect to come back the other way. Boston, one of the most elite outside shooting teams in the NBA. That being said, I think this goes a little deeper than just, oh, Boston wasn't hitting their threes tonight. I think Joe Mazzulla came out with a specific game plan with Joel Embiid being out. Boston attacked the shit out of the rim and they dominated the battle in points in the paint. We'll get to that in a second. So I don't know how much, well, yeah, Boston did not have a great night shooting the ball from outside, but also they changed their offensive game plan up a little bit. Either way, I think the regression's close to even, maybe slightly favoring Boston here. The Celtics probably will shoot better from outside. I'm sure Philly will probably shoot slightly worse from outside, but at the same time, Boston's not going to shoot 58% from the floor again. Next up is rebounding, and the Celtics won the rebounding battle, 38-28. Offensive rebounds was tied 8-8. I know you might think, hey, the Sixers have been a better rebounding team than Boston for a majority of the season. That should regress towards Philly's way, right? Well, hold up. I mean, yeah, Boston won the rebounding battle, but without Joel Embiid in game 2, he's currently listed as doubtful, so let's assume he's not going to play. I think it's safe to assume Boston wins the rebounding battle again, so I'm going to say no regression there. Next up is turnovers, and the Sixers definitely got the best of Boston here. Celtics turned the ball over 16 times compared to just 8 for Philly, and these two teams throughout the season were pretty even in turnover margin, so you would think that regresses back to the Celtics. But keep in mind, Joel Embiid is not on the floor. He's one of the NBA's leaders in turnovers. He averages 3.5 turnovers a game. Without Joel Embiid, I think it's safe to say Philly's probably going to win the turnover margin again. So maybe slight regression to Boston, but I think the Sixers win this turnover battle again. Last up, points in the paint, 66-42 in favor of Boston. Just a dominant performance inside from the Celtics. Maybe a little regression back towards Philly. Maybe they bring that a little closer, but the Celtics are such a more efficient scoring team inside than Philly, especially without Embiid on the floor. So I expect Boston to really control that battle again. So let me ask you, when we look at game 1, do you see enough regression to warrant laying 10 points with the Celtics here? Yeah, James Harden isn't going to score 45 points again. I will give you that. But also, Boston's not going to shoot 58% from the floor again. I don't think there's enough there. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm running the same ticket back, and yes, I'm staying on the under. I know that sounds crazy after that wild first half scoring-wise, but take a look at the second half. Game slowed down big time. The score in the second half was just 56-49. I expect game 2 to look a lot more like the second half of game 1 than the first half of game 1. So I'm running back the same exact ticket. Give me Philadelphia plus 10. Give me the under at 216.5, and give me Tyrese Maxey again over 23.5 points. Like I said, if it isn't broke, I'm not fixing it. If anything changes with any of these bets, I will let you know on Twitter, so give me a follow there if you're interested. Also, if you want the final tickets, which has the same game parlays that I do for every single game, as well as a list of my bets and exactly how much I'm placing on them, head over to KyleKirms.com. All right, we're on to Wednesday, big MLB day, just one playoff game on tonight. Remember to bet responsibly, and I will talk to you on Twitter.